So I know what you're thinking. You really put your all in this relationship and it ended. And you're wondering, why didn't he commit to you? Why did he leave you, go to another relationship and commit to this woman, leave you for this woman, and even marry this woman? You may be wondering why. Why did he leave you? In this video, I'm going to share 5 reasons why he left you for another woman. If you're new to my channel, I'm Rainey Howard, best-selling author and relationship expert. I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel and click the bell to get notifications on new videos if you're looking for more videos on how to connect with a quality, committed relationship. Also, if you're interested in going even deeper and learning the 4 steps to a connected, committed relationship, I want to invite you to sign up for my masterclass by clicking the link in the description. Also, you'll have an opportunity to apply for my Divine Connection coaching program. Now let's get into it. Why he really left you for the other woman. So most people think, well, he left because she's prettier, more educated, she's smart, she's successful, she has her thing going on, she has a great body. I want to tell you, none of those are the reasons, okay? We are not going to talk about any of those surface things that people believe is the reason why a man will leave you for another woman, because those things are not necessarily true. Now let's get to the real truth. See, the real truth is she validated him in real ways that made him feel like he was seen and heard and known. Her validation of him drew him closer to her and made him feel drawn to her. And so really, she showed him something about himself that he was seeking in a relationship before and never found. So a lot of times it's not about, how good she looks or how pretty she is or how beautiful her body is, but the fact that she drew him in with the way she made him feel. She validated things in him, inner, eternal things, internal things, right? It's not this surface stuff that we get so caught up in. But see, this other woman, she doesn't have to look better than you. She doesn't have to be better than you or anything. It's not really about that. It's not personal. And I tell a lot of, my clients that I work with, I tell them, when they deal with these things and, he left me for another woman, he married this other woman, he cheated on me. I always tell them, listen, don't take it personally, because it has nothing to do with your appearance and who you are as a person. And so a lot of times it's more about alignment. And this is what I teach in my program, in my coaching program. And I even talk about this in my masterclass. But I teach you on how important it is to align and connect with the ideal relationship. See, a lot of women think, I bring this to the table. I'm successful. I have this career. I'm beautiful. I'm fit. I'm fine. What is wrong? Why did he leave me for her? And this is what I want you to know. None of those things really matter when it comes to deep connection. I mean, yes, a man looks at appearances. Of course, he wants to be attracted to who you are and how you look and what you bring to the table. But those are not the defining aspects of what it is that connects a man, that connects him to your soul, that connects him to your spirit, that connects him to your mind. And so a lot of times we get so caught up in the physical appearance and all of this surface stuff. Well, was I not pleasing him sexually, and what was this and what was that? And really none of those things have anything to do with his deep connection to you. He connected with what she validated in him. And that drew him into being closer to her. That was a drawn feeling that he had towards her. So let's get to number 2. The number 2 reason why he left you for another woman. She admired him for who he was. A man desires to be admired. He desires to have that affection and attention and admiration from a woman. And so if he's lacking this in his relationship and he doesn't feel admired, he doesn't feel that you really connect and see the beauty of him, the deepness of his soul, those wonderful things, wonderful qualities about him. Not saying that he's perfect, and I'm sure, no one is perfect. And everyone have, things that they can work on, their flaws, right? But there's also a truth to the fact that everyone has something that can be admired, that can be appreciated. And so he saw that in her. He got that from her. And so those things that he felt were missing, the admiration, the appreciation, it was lacking. And so he decided to make a decision and leave the relationship he had with you. Now listen, I want to really get you clear and get you to understand this, because some of you are watching this video and I know it can be painful. It can be devastating when you go through a breakup, when your husband leaves you for another woman, or your fiance leaves you for another woman, or whoever. You're in this relationship and they decide not to choose you, right? It can feel painful. Let's deal with that. You may have a level of rejection, right? The truth is, and I don't want you to feel that it's your fault and that the reason he left is because you wasn't bringing these things to the table. But I do want you to understand that now is the time for you to grow, to understand where you are, to understand how to really connect in a relationship, to understand how to have a deep connection, because maybe that relationship that you thought was a deep connection and a strong connection, what happened, him leaving you, things not, working out the way that you expect for them to work out, is only a clear sign that you can have an even deeper, even more passionate, even more loving relationship. And this is the best opportunity and time for you to begin to work on developing your relationship skills, to work on developing your connection skills. And this is what I teach in my coaching program. My clients learn the tactics and techniques on how to build their selves up, self-care, self-love, and to be able to date in a way and connect in a way when it comes to relationships that bring substance, that bring quality, that bring the components of real love, right? Because that's what you want. You want a real love connection. You don't want to just be in a relationship just to say we're in a relationship, we've been together this amount of years, and we're still here sticking it in, but both of you are unhappy, both of you are bored, both of you are miserable, both of you are seeking passion, desire, and admiration, and all of those beautiful, wonderful things that you definitely deserve, but you choose to stay in that situation because it's comfortable. And so this is what I teach. I teach how dangerous it is to get so comfortable in a relationship that you lose yourself, that you lose your passion for life, passion for thriving and evolving in love. These are some of the things that you really need to be aware of and enlightened of. So I don't want you to take, what I'm telling you as, oh, this is bad news, doom and gloom, oh, it's making me feel worse. No, this is giving you the information you need to move forward in a more prosperous, passionate relationship. Now let's get to the number 3 reason why he left for another woman. This man knew and experienced the fact that other woman desired him. See, men want desire. He wants his woman to desire him. You know, having that desire is priceless. And you know what? And here's the thing, because I've been married for over 18 years now with my husband. And one of the things we've learned throughout the years of being married is the importance of desire. See, desire is what keeps the passion fueling. It's what keeps the love evolving, right? So if you're lacking desire, if he feels that he don't have that desire in the relationship, he's going to look forward. He's going to look forward in another relationship. And so a lot of times people don't understand the importance of desire. And this is another thing that I teach. And I talk about this in the free masterclass. So be sure to sign up for that by clicking the link in my description. But I talk about the power of desire and how it evolves you up the relationship components, and how it's very important that is a part of you leveling up in your passion for your partner and really being able to connect in a deep way. This is what creates lasting, long, committed relationships. See, you can have this natural desire that constantly grows and grows and grows. And it's like, woo, I'm so excited. I'm so passionate. I love you. I'm desiring you so much. And this is what he desired. And this is what he wanted in a relationship. And this is really a real reason why a man will leave to enter into a new relationship. You know, there's a lot of, false information out here where people are teaching on different reasons and, oh, he cheated and, oh, he's just this, he's a narcissist, he's that. Not to say that some of that may not be true, but let's really get beyond those things, because those things are like putting a Band-Aid over the situation instead of really healing and really doing the work to build a happy, healthy relationship. And so recognizing these components, knowing what's beyond the physical and the surface is going to help you when it comes to having a quality relationship. The number 4 reason why he left for another woman is because he needed to be seen. He wanted a woman who can see him for who he really is, who could see his truth and love him through it, who could see his authenticity, who could know who he was, mind, body, and spirit, and not reject him. But he wanted to be seen. He wanted to really have this encounter and this relationship with someone who will really, really connect with him. Now, there are men. Now, this video is really directed towards quality relationships, right? Because there are certain men who don't want a quality relationship, who don't want that real connection. And I'm not talking about those kind of men. So I do want to say that, because really what I love to share and I love to help my clients do is to attract quality, high valued, connected, committed relationships. So most of my content and information is going to be focused on this quality relationship. And when you're connecting and desiring a quality relationship, you need to know what you bring to the table. And see, this kind of man is not just looking for something quick and easy, but he really wants real connection. He really wants real happiness, real love, and real desire and passion. And he wants to have that soul connection. So this is really something I really wanted to emphasize, because a lot of people may be thinking, well, that doesn't seem right, because I know this guy and he was after this and he only wanted that. I'm not talking about those kind of men, okay? I'm talking about quality men. For women, successful women who are desiring to attract a quality, connected, committed relationship. You're done with the boys that play games, right? You're in a place in your life now where you want more, and you definitely deserve more, because you are truly ready to step up and to really thrive in your life. You most likely are already thriving in your career, and you're thriving in other aspects of your life. You're succeeding, you're achieving, and now you're seeking this real connection in your love life. And that's what we're going for. So I really wanted to make that clear, because I know as you're listening to this, you may be thinking, okay, this doesn't describe that kind of man. And if that was the past relationships you had in the past, if the men you were attracting in the past were unavailable, narcissists, losers, whatever you want to call them, this is moving forward. You are now preparing yourself, preparing your mind, body, and spirit to align with a quality, connected, committed relationship. So I do want to make that clear. Now, the number five, the last reason why he left you for another woman. He felt disrespected when you were trying to change him. See, a lot of times, women, we get in this habit of wanting to fix our men. We can find all these flaws, all these issues, what he needs to do, what he should do, what he should be doing, what he shouldn't do. We can find so many ways on how he needs to change. That can cause him to feel disrespected to the point to where he will repel from you. He will move himself from you when you're constantly suggesting, constantly trying to change him. See, a man wants to feel like he can do the work. If he already knows he's not perfect, and it's okay to give him suggestions, but a lot of times it can come across, and I talk to my clients about this all the time, you can come across as being like a motherly figure when you're constantly telling him, oh, you didn't do this. Why did you do that? You left this out. You didn't pick this up. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. That is a way to disrespect him. And if a man feels disrespected, which he really, when it comes to men, they honor respect over love. Women, we want love more than respect, but men want respect more than love. So if he feels disrespected because you are constantly trying to change him, constantly trying to control him, manipulate him, want him to do things your way, that will cause him to leave the relationship. And so this is what I teach in my masterclass, the 4 steps to a connected, committed relationship. You're going to learn the strategies and techniques that I teach my clients. So go ahead and sign up. It's free. You can go ahead and sign up now by clicking the link in my description. And then you also get to access an opportunity to apply for my Divine Connection coaching program. Now, before I end this video, I want to encourage you again, like, share, comment. I want to hear from you. Let me know, what are your thoughts about this? Do you agree or do you disagree that these are reasons why a man will leave you for another woman? I want to hear your thoughts. I want you to also be sure to subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell to make sure you get all new videos, because we have more videos on attracting a quality, connected, committed relationship. So be sure to tune in for next time, and I'll see you in the next video.